Have you ever wondered what God truly wants to tell you about your financial situation right now? What if I told you that in the next few minutes, you're going to discover a divine message that has the power to completely transform your financial reality? Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just another video about faith. This is a direct letter from God to your wounded heart, and it carries a promise of abundance that you've been waiting for your entire life. But here's the thing. This message only works for those who watch until the very end and follow the instructions exactly as they're given. Can you feel it? Something inside you is already shifting, isn't it? Stay with me because what you're about to hear will unlock financial doors you didn't even know existed. And I need to tell you something important. Those who watch this video completely and share it with others within the first 24 hours will receive their financial breakthrough faster than they ever imagined possible. Are you ready to finally break free from scarcity? Then don't go anywhere, because your life is about to change. My beloved child, yes you, the one watching this right now. Do you know that I see you? I see every tear you've cried over unpaid bills. I see every sleepless night worrying about money. I see every moment you felt abandoned, forgotten, or unworthy of prosperity. And today, I want you to know that I'm writing this letter directly to your wounded heart because it's time for healing. It's time for abundance. It's time for you to step into the financial blessing I've always had prepared for you. Tell me something honestly right now. How long have you been struggling financially? How many years have you been praying for a breakthrough? Type in the comments how long you've been waiting for your financial miracle, because I want you to acknowledge it. I want you to release it into the universe. When you write it down, you're making a declaration, and declarations have power. You see, my child, your wounded heart didn't just happen by accident. The financial pain you've experienced wasn't without purpose. I know that sounds difficult to understand right now, but stay with me. Every moment of lack, every experience of not having enough, every time you had to say no when you wanted to say yes, all of it was preparing you for this moment. This exact moment when you're hearing my voice speaking directly to your situation. Are you beginning to understand what I'm telling you? Can you feel something stirring inside your spirit right now? That's not just emotion. That's recognition. Your soul recognizes truth when it hears it. Comment, I recognize this, if you're feeling this shift happening inside you right now. Now listen carefully because what I'm about to tell you will challenge everything you think you know about prosperity. For years, maybe even decades, you've been operating under a lie. The lie that you're not worthy of abundance. The lie that money is somehow unholy or that wanting financial freedom makes you greedy. But let me ask you this, who told you that? Who convinced you that my children should struggle? Who made you believe that poverty is somehow more spiritual than prosperity? I never said that. In fact, I said the complete opposite. I said I came to give you life and life more abundantly. Do you know what abundantly means? It means overflowing. It means more than enough. It means surplus. It means wealth that spills over into every area of your existence. So why have you been settling for crumbs when I prepared a feast? Drop a comment right now and tell me, God, I'm ready for my feast. Because I need to know you're serious about this. I need to know you're not just casually watching this video. I need to know you're hungry for change. Are you hungry? Are you desperate for transformation? Then let me hear you. Your wounded heart has been wounded by scarcity for far too long. And scarcity isn't just about not having money in the bank. Scarcity is a mindset. It's a prison that locks you into patterns of lack, limitation, and fear. Every time you say, I can't afford it, you're speaking the language of scarcity. Every time you look at your bank account with anxiety, you're bowing down to the spirit of lack. Every time you believe that there's not enough, you're rejecting my promise of abundance. But here's what I want you to understand today. I am breaking those chains right now. As you hear these words, as you receive this message, the chains of financial poverty are being shattered. Can you feel them breaking? Can you sense the shift? If you can feel something changing inside you, write chains breaking in the comments. Listen to me very carefully now because this is crucial. The reason you haven't experienced the financial breakthrough you've been praying for isn't because I haven't heard your prayers. It's not because I don't care. It's not because you've done something wrong. The reason is that you haven't fully understood how my prosperity works. You've been asking for money, but you haven't been preparing your heart to receive money. Do you understand the difference? Asking and receiving are two completely different things. Many people ask, but few know how to receive. Receiving requires preparation. It requires a shift in consciousness. It requires you to change your entire relationship with abundance. Are you willing to make that shift? Are you willing to change? Comment, I'm willing to change, if you're ready for this transformation. Now, I want to tell you something that might surprise you. Your financial struggle has actually been a gift. Yes, you heard me right, a gift. Because without struggle, you would never appreciate abundance. Without darkness, you could never recognize light. Without lack, you would never understand the magnitude of what I'm about to give you. Your wound has been preparing you for your wealth. Think about it for a moment. Every person who has achieved great wealth, every person who has experienced major financial transformation, every person who has gone from poverty to prosperity has one thing in common. They all had a moment of decision. A moment when they said, enough. A moment when they decided that their current reality was no longer acceptable. A moment when they chose abundance over scarcity. Is this your moment? Is right now, this very second, the moment when you decide that enough is enough? Because I'm telling you, if you make that decision right now, if you commit to this transformation with everything in you, your financial reality will begin to shift immediately. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not next month. Immediately. Type "This is my moment" in the comments if you're making that decision right now. I want to see who's truly committed to change. But here's what you need to understand about how my abundance works. It's not just about praying and waiting. It's not just about hoping and wishing. It's about partnership. It's about you and me working together to manifest the prosperity that's already yours. You see, the money you need already exists. The abundance you desire is already created. It's already waiting for you. The question is, are you aligned with it? What does alignment mean? It means your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, and your actions are all pointing in the same direction, toward abundance. When you think thoughts of lack, you're misaligned. When you speak words of poverty, you're misaligned. When you believe you're unworthy, you're misaligned. When your actions demonstrate fear instead of faith, you're misaligned. Are you beginning to see the pattern? Can you identify where you've been misaligned? I want you to comment right now with one area where you know you've been out of alignment. Maybe it's your thoughts. Maybe it's your words. Maybe it's your beliefs. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Because acknowledgement is the first step to transformation. Now let me tell you something powerful about this letter. This message I'm sending directly to your wounded heart. This isn't just information. This isn't just inspiration. This is activation. Every word you're hearing right now is activating dormant abundance codes inside your DNA. Yes, you heard that right. You were literally designed for prosperity. It's encoded in your spiritual genetics. But it's been dormant because of years, maybe generations, of scarcity programming. But today, right now, that programming is being overwritten. The old code of poverty is being deleted and replaced with the divine code of abundance. Can you feel it happening? Can you sense the transformation occurring at a cellular level? If you can feel this activation, comment, "I am activated." Let me see who's truly receiving this. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract money effortlessly while others struggle constantly? Have you ever wondered what the difference is? The difference isn't intelligence. It's not education. It's not even hard work. The difference is frequency. Wealthy people vibrate at a different frequency than poor people. And before you think that sounds too mystical, let me explain what I mean. Everything in the universe is energy vibrating at different speeds. Fear vibrates slowly. Faith vibrates quickly. Scarcity vibrates slowly. Abundance vibrates quickly. When you're constantly worried about money, anxious about bills, fearful about the future, you're vibrating at the frequency of poverty. And the law of attraction brings you more of what you're vibrating. But when you're grateful, when you're expectant, when you're confident in MY provision, when you're excited about your financial future, you're vibrating at the frequency of wealth. And that frequency attracts abundance like a magnet. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Are you grasping the significance of this? Comment, "I understand frequency," if this is making sense. So here's what I need you to do starting right now. I need you to raise your frequency. How do you do that? By changing what you think about, what you talk about, what you believe, and how you act. Instead of saying, "I'm broke," start saying, "Money flows to me easily." Instead of thinking I can't afford that, start thinking I'm attracting everything I need. Instead of believing I'll never get ahead, start believing my financial breakthrough is here. Do you see how this works? You're literally reprogramming your mind for wealth. And when your mind is programmed for wealth, your reality has to follow. It's universal law. It's how I designed creation to work. Your outer world is always a reflection of your inner world. Always. Now, are you still with me? Because if you've made it this far in this video, it means something. It means you're serious. It means you're committed. It means you're one of the chosen ones who will actually experience the transformation I'm talking about. And because you've shown this level of commitment, I want to give you something special. If you're watching this right now, and you've stayed with me to this point, I want you to do something. I want you to subscribe to this channel right now. Not later. Not after you finish the video. Right now. And here's why. When you subscribe, you're making a declaration to the universe that you're committed to your prosperity journey. You're saying, I'm serious about abundance. You're aligning yourself with a community of believers who are all manifesting wealth together. So let's do this. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to hit that subscribe button and click the like button. When you do this, you're not just supporting this channel. You're supporting your own prosperity. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for making that commitment. Now let's continue with your transformation. Now, let me tell you about the wounded heart that I mentioned at the beginning of this letter. Your heart became wounded through disappointment. Every time you needed money and it didn't come, wound. Every time you tried something and it failed, wound. Every time someone promised to help you and didn't, wound. Every time you saw others prospering while you struggled, wound. Layer upon layer upon layer of wounds until your heart built walls to protect itself. But here's the problem with walls. They don't just keep pain out. They also keep blessings out. Your wounded heart, in trying to protect you from disappointment, has actually been blocking your prosperity. The very defense mechanism you created to keep from getting hurt again is the same mechanism preventing your breakthrough. Do you see the irony? Can you recognize this pattern in your own life? Comment right now, my walls are coming down. Because I need you to declare it. I need you to speak it into existence. Your wounded heart is being healed right now as you hear these words, and those walls are crumbling. Can you feel it? Can you sense the healing happening? Let me tell you what's going to happen when those walls come down. First, you're going to feel vulnerable. That's normal. You've been protected for so long that openness will feel strange. But vulnerability is where miracles happen. Vulnerability is where abundance flows. You cannot receive with closed hands. You cannot be blessed with a closed heart. So let those walls fall. Let yourself be open to possibility again. Second, you're going to start noticing opportunities you never saw before. Why? Because your perception is changing. When you have a scarcity mindset, you literally cannot see abundance even when it's right in front of you. But when your heart heals and your mind shifts, suddenly opportunities appear everywhere. That job opening you never noticed. That business idea that suddenly seems possible. That investment opportunity that makes perfect sense. They were always there. You just couldn't see them until now. Are you starting to see opportunities already? Has something popped into your mind while watching this video? That's not coincidence. That's me showing you your next step. Pay attention. Comment, I see my opportunity, if something is becoming clear to you right now. Third, you're going to experience a surge of energy. Financial stress is exhausting, isn't it? It drains you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But when that burden lifts, when you truly believe that abundance is yours, when you know beyond doubt that prosperity is coming, you suddenly have energy you forgot you had. Energy to take action. Energy to pursue dreams. Energy to build the life you've always wanted. Can you feel that energy starting to build inside you? It's like a spring that's been compressed for years suddenly being released. That's your power returning. That's your drive coming back. That's your passion reigniting. And with that energy, you're going to do things you never thought possible. Now let me tell you something critical about timing. You might be wondering, why now? Why is this message coming to me today? The answer is simple, because you're ready. You might not feel ready. You might think you still have too many problems, too much debt, too many obstacles. But I don't make mistakes. If this message found you today, it's because today is your day. You see, there's a divine timing to everything. There's a season for planting and a season for harvest. There's a time for preparation and a time for manifestation. You've been in the preparation season, and it's been hard. I know. I've been with you through every moment. But that season is ending. Right now. Today. This very moment. Your harvest season is beginning. Do you believe that? Can you receive that truth? Comment "My harvest is here" if you're ready to step into your season of abundance. I need to see your faith. I need to see your expectation. I need to see that you truly believe what I'm telling you. Now, here's where most people miss their breakthrough. They hear a message like this, they get excited, they believe for a moment, and then they go back to their old patterns. They go back to complaining about money. They go back to speaking lack. They go back to acting from fear instead of faith. And their moment of breakthrough slips away. Don't let that be you. This is too important. Your family's future is too important. Your destiny is too important. You cannot afford to let this moment pass without taking action. Are you with me? Are you committed to not letting this slip away? Then prove it. Comment, "I will not go back right now." Make that declaration. So what do I need you to do? I need you to make a commitment. Not to me, to yourself. I need you to commit to speaking abundance for the next 7 days. Not 6 days. Not 8 days. Exactly 7 days. Why 7? Because 7 is the number of completion. It's the number of perfection. It's the number of divine manifestation. When you commit to something for 7 days, you're aligning with a spiritual principle that amplifies your results exponentially. Here's your 7-day prosperity prayer that I want you to commit to right now. Listen carefully. Write this down if you need to. This prayer, when spoken with faith for 7 consecutive days, has the power to completely transform your financial reality. But you have to do it exactly as I tell you. Are you ready? Is your heart open? Then let's begin. Father God, I thank you that you see me. You know my struggles. You understand my pain. You feel every wound in my heart. And today, I receive your healing. Today, I receive your abundance. Today, I align myself with prosperity. I declare that scarcity has no hold on me. I declare that lack is leaving my life. I declare that money flows to me easily, frequently, and abundantly. I am worthy of wealth. I am deserving of prosperity. I am aligned with abundance. My wounded heart is healed. My scarcity mindset is broken. My poverty consciousness is shattered. And in its place, I receive a prosperity consciousness. I see opportunities. I attract resources. I manifest abundance. Everything I touch prospers. Everything I do succeeds. Every door I need opens. Every connection I need appears. Every dollar I need arrives. Not because of my power, but because of your promise. You said you came to give me abundant life, and I'm receiving it right now. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Did you pray that with me? Did you speak those words with faith? If you did, comment, amen. Let me see your agreement. Let me see your faith. Because faith without works is dead, and your comment is your work. It's your demonstration that you believe. Now here's the critical part that determines whether you receive the fullness of this blessing or just a portion of it. Sharing. You need to share this video with at least 3 people within the next 24 hours. Why? Because the principle of sowing and reaping is universal. When you give this message to others, you're sowing seeds of abundance. And those seeds will produce a harvest in your own life. Think about it. If this message is blessing you, don't you have people you love who need this same blessing? Your family members who are struggling? Your friends who are anxious about money? Your co-workers who are stressed about bills? They need this message just as much as you did. And when you share it with them, you're not just blessing them. You're activating your own blessing. But here's what you need to understand. The speed of your sharing determines the speed of your breakthrough. Those who share this video immediately, within minutes of watching it, will see their financial breakthrough manifest faster than those who wait. Why? Because immediate obedience demonstrates faith. Delayed obedience demonstrates doubt. So what are you going to do? Are you going to share this right now? Are you going to text it to 3 people as soon as this video ends? Are you going to post it on your social media? Comment, "I will share now," if you're committing to immediate action. Because I want to celebrate with those who are truly serious about their breakthrough. Let me tell you what's going to happen when you follow these instructions exactly as given. Within the first 7 days of praying that prayer, you're going to notice small changes. Maybe an unexpected check arrives in the mail. Maybe someone pays back money they owed you. Maybe you find money you forgot about. Maybe you get a discount you weren't expecting. These are signs that the shift is happening. Pay attention to these signs. Don't dismiss them as coincidences. They're confirmations from me that your abundance is manifesting. And when you see them, don't just pocket the money and forget about it. Celebrate it. Thank me out loud. Acknowledge the blessing. Because gratitude accelerates manifestation. The more grateful you are for small blessings, the faster big blessings come. After the first 7 days, if you continue with the prayer and continue with the prosperity mindset, you're going to see larger manifestations. Maybe a promotion at work. Maybe a new job offer with significantly higher pay. Maybe a business opportunity that has major income potential. Maybe an investment that pays off. Maybe an inheritance. Maybe a settlement. I work in unlimited ways, and your blessing might come through a door you never even considered. But you have to stay faithful to the process. You can't pray for 3 days and quit. You can't speak abundance for 5 days and then go back to complaining. You can't share this video once and think you've done enough. This is about creating a new lifestyle of prosperity consciousness. Are you understanding me? Is this making sense? Comment, "I understand the process," if you're getting this. Now let me address something that might be in your mind right now. You might be thinking, "But I've tried everything before and nothing worked. Why would this be different?" And that's a fair question. Let me tell you why this is different. This isn't just another prosperity message. This isn't just another prayer. This isn't just another teaching. This is a direct letter from me to your wounded heart. The difference is that I'm not just talking to your mind. I'm speaking to the deepest part of you. I'm speaking to that place inside you that's been hurt and disappointed and scarred by years of financial struggle. I'm speaking to that wounded heart that needs healing before it can receive abundance. And that healing is happening right now as you hear these words. You've tried to prosper with a wounded heart before, and it didn't work. You've tried to manifest abundance while carrying pain, and it didn't work. You've tried to attract money while believing you're unworthy, and it didn't work. But now, the healing is happening first. Now, the wounds are being cleansed. Now, your heart is being restored. And from a healed heart, prosperity flows naturally. Can you feel the difference? Can you sense that something deeper is happening than just learning about money? This is transformation at the soul level. This is healing at the root. This is restoration from the inside out. And that's why this time will be different. Comment, "This time is different," if you can feel that truth. Let me tell you something else that's important for you to understand. Your wounded heart didn't just affect your finances. It affected your relationships. It affected your health. It affected your confidence. It affected your faith. It affected everything. Because you are an integrated being. What happens in one area of your life impacts all areas. So when your financial heart was wounded, it created a wound that touched every part of your existence. But here's the beautiful thing. When your heart heals in the area of finances, that healing ripples out into every area. Your relationships will improve because you won't be stressed about money anymore. Your health will improve because financial anxiety won't be draining your energy. Your confidence will soar because you'll know you're worthy of abundance. Your faith will strengthen because you'll see me moving in your life in tangible ways. Are you getting excited yet? Can you see how big this really is? This isn't just about having more money in your bank account. This is about total life transformation. This is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. This is about stepping into your full destiny. Comment total transformation if you're seeing the bigger picture. Now, I know some of you watching this might be in really dire situations right now. Maybe you're facing eviction. Maybe your utilities are about to be shut off. Maybe you have debt collectors calling. Maybe you literally don't know how you're going to eat tomorrow. And you might be thinking, this all sounds good, but I need help right now. I don't have 7 days to wait. Listen to me carefully. I see you. I know your situation. I know how urgent your need is. And I want you to know that I'm already working on your behalf. Even before you finish watching this video, things are shifting in the spiritual realm that will manifest in the physical realm. Doors are opening. Connections are being made. Resources are being released. Help is on the way. But you still need to do your part. You still need to pray the prayer. You still need to shift your mindset. You still need to speak abundance. You still need to share this message. Because your urgent need doesn't exempt you from the process. It makes the process even more important. Your desperation is actually fuel for your faith if you'll use it correctly. So if you're in an urgent situation right now, I want you to do something special. After you finish this video, immediately pray that 7-day prayer 3 times in a row. Why 3? Because 3 is the number of the Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And when you pray 3 times, you're inviting all 3 persons of the Godhead into your situation. Then share this video with 3 people immediately and tell them you need them to watch it and pray for you. There is power in agreement. There is power in community. There is power in multiplication. Will you do that? Will you take that action? Comment, I will act on my urgency, if you're in a dire situation and you're committing to these special instructions. I'm believing with you for an immediate breakthrough. Not in 7 days. In 7 hours or even 7 minutes. God can do anything, and your situation is not too hard for Him. Let me tell you a truth that might be difficult to hear, but it's important. Part of the reason you've been wounded financially is because of generational patterns. Your parents might have struggled with money. Their parents might have struggled. And their parents before them. Poverty consciousness can be passed down through families, just like hair color or height. It's not your fault that you inherited it, but it is your responsibility to break it. And that's what you're doing right now. By watching this video, by receiving this message, by praying this prayer, by shifting your mindset, you're breaking generational curses. You're not just changing your financial future. You're changing your children's future. You're changing your grandchildren's future. You're changing your entire family line. Do you realize how powerful that is? You are a generational curse breaker. You are a lineage changer. You are a destiny shifter. Not just for yourself, but for everyone who comes after you. Your decision today will impact generations you'll never even meet. How does that make you feel? Does it give you a sense of purpose? Does it make you realize how important this moment really is? Comment, I am a curse breaker, if you're receiving this revelation. Now let me talk to you about something called the prosperity timeline. Every person has a moment when their financial life could completely change. A moment of opportunity. A divine appointment. A door that opens. But many people miss their moment because they're not paying attention. They're not prepared. They're not in the right mindset. And the opportunity passes them by. But not you. Not today. You're not going to miss your moment because you're aware. You're conscious. You're alert. You're prepared. And more importantly, your heart is healed and ready to receive. So when your opportunity comes, and it's coming soon, you're going to recognize it. You're going to seize it. You're going to walk through that door. And your life will never be the same. Are you looking for your opportunity? Are your eyes open? Your ears attentive? Your spirit discerning? Because I'm telling you right now, your prosperity timeline is activating. The door is opening. The blessing is releasing. And you need to be ready. Comment, I am ready for my door, if you're prepared for your opportunity. Let me give you some very practical guidance about what to do when money starts flowing to you. Because this is where many people self-sabotage. They finally get some money, and then they blow it all immediately. They don't steward it well. They don't honor the blessing. And then they wonder why more doesn't come. Here's what you need to do. First, tithe. Give the first 10% back to me through your church or ministry that feeds you spiritually. This isn't about me needing your money. It's about you honoring the source of the blessing. When you tithe, you're saying, I recognize where this came from. And that recognition keeps the channel of abundance open. Second, save. Put at least 10% into savings. I don't care if it's only $5. I don't care if it seems insignificant. The principle matters more than the amount. When you save, You're telling the universe more is coming, and I'm prepared for it. Saving is an act of faith in future prosperity. Third, give. Find someone who needs help and bless them. Maybe it's $20. Maybe it's $100. Maybe it's more. Whatever you can afford to give beyond your tithe, give it. Because generosity activates more abundance. You cannot outgive me. The more you give, the more flows to you. It's a spiritual law. Fourth, use wisely. Whatever is left after tithing, saving, and giving, use it wisely. Pay your bills. Buy necessities. Take care of your family. Don't be foolish. Don't be wasteful. Don't spend it all on things you don't need. Be a good steward of what I'm giving you. Are you writing this down? Are you committing to this plan? Because following this plan is what turns a one-time blessing into a continuous flow of abundance. Comment, I commit to wise stewardship, if you're agreeing to this plan. Now let me address something that might be bothering some of you. You might be thinking, is it really God's will for me to be wealthy? Doesn't the Bible say it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter heaven? Yes, I said that. But do you know why I said it? Not because money is evil, but because some people make money their god. They trust in wealth instead of trusting in me. They love money instead of loving me. That's the problem. But when you understand that I am your source, not money, when you understand that wealth is a tool, not a god, when you understand that prosperity is meant to be shared, not hoarded, then you can be wealthy and still be righteous. In fact, I need wealthy believers. I need people with resources who will fund my kingdom work. I need people with abundance who will bless others. I need people with prosperity who will demonstrate what faith looks like. So don't feel guilty about desiring wealth. Don't feel ashamed of wanting abundance. Don't feel like you're being greedy for expecting prosperity. As long as your heart is right, as long as I am still your first love, as long as you're willing to be generous with what I give you, then wealth is your inheritance. Do you receive that? Can you accept that truth? Comment, wealth is my inheritance, if you're letting go of guilt and embracing your prosperity. Let me tell you what's been happening in the spiritual realm while you've been watching this video. Angels have been dispatched on your behalf. Demonic hindrances to your prosperity have been removed. Doors that were locked have been unlocked. People who need to connect with you are being positioned. Resources that belong to you are being released. Opportunities that have your name on them are being activated. I'm not saying this to sound mystical or spooky. I'm telling you the reality of what happens when someone genuinely receives a message of abundance with faith. The spiritual realm responds to faith. It responds to belief. It responds to expectation. And you've been demonstrating faith by staying with this message, by receiving these words, by making these commitments. Can you sense the activity in the spirit realm? Can you feel the movement? Can you perceive the shift? If you're spiritually sensitive, you might even feel tingles or warmth or energy. That's not weird. That's real. That's the Holy Spirit confirming that transformation is happening. Comment, I feel the shift, if you're perceiving what's happening. Now, I want to talk to you about resistance. As you begin this 7-day prayer journey, you will face resistance. The enemy doesn't want you to prosper. He doesn't want your heart to heal. He doesn't want you to break free from scarcity. So he's going to try to stop you. How? Through doubt. Through discouragement. Through distraction. Through difficulty. You might wake up tomorrow and think this is silly. Prayer doesn't change my bank account. That's doubt. Resist it. You might have something happen on day 3 that makes you want to quit. That's discouragement. Push through it. You might get busy and forget to pray one day. That's distraction. Don't let it happen. You might have an unexpected expense pop up during the 7 days. That's a test. Pass it. I'm telling you this now so you're prepared. Forewarned is forearmed. When these things happen, and they probably will, you'll remember that I told you they would come. And you'll recognize it as confirmation that you're on the right track. The enemy only fights you when you're about to win. Are you ready for the fight? Are you prepared to push through resistance? Comment, I will push through, if you're committed no matter what. Let me give you some ammunition to use against doubt when it comes. Memorize these truths and speak them out loud when negative thoughts attack. God is my provider, and He never fails. Abundance is my birthright as a child of God. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I am worthy of prosperity. My wounded heart is healed. Lack has no hold on me. I attract wealth and opportunities. Everything I touch prospers. My breakthrough is here. Financial freedom is mine. Say these declarations out loud right now. Don't just read them silently. There is power in speaking. There is authority in declaring. Let me hear you. Comment, "I declare my prosperity," after you've spoken these out loud. Now, some of you might be wondering, how will I know when my breakthrough has manifested? What will it look like? Great question. Let me tell you what to watch for. You might get a phone call that leads to a new income opportunity. You might have an idea for a business or side hustle that suddenly seems doable. You might get offered a promotion or raise you weren't expecting. You might have someone repay a debt you'd written off. You might win or receive something valuable. You might find money or discover an asset you forgot about. But here's what I want you to understand. Your breakthrough might not look like $1 million landing in your lap. It might start smaller. It might be incremental. But if you stay faithful to the process, if you keep speaking abundance, if you continue with the prayer, those small breakthroughs will build into larger ones. Momentum creates momentum. Success creates success. Abundance creates more abundance. So don't despise small beginnings. Don't reject a blessing because it's not as big as you hoped. Receive everything with gratitude. Celebrate every win. Acknowledge every manifestation. Because your attitude towards small blessings determines whether you'll receive large ones. Are you understanding this principle? Comment, "I celebrate every blessing," if you're committing to gratitude. Let me tell you what your life is going to look like a year from now if you follow through with everything I'm teaching you today. Your bank account will have significantly more money in it. You'll be out of debt or well on your way. You'll have savings for the first time in years, maybe ever. You'll be giving generously to others. You'll be tithing faithfully. You'll have peace about your finances instead of anxiety. You'll sleep better at night. You'll smile more during the day. But even more importantly, your heart will be different. That wounded heart will be fully healed. The scarcity mindset will be completely gone. The poverty consciousness will be totally transformed. You'll think like a prosperous person. You'll speak like a wealthy person. You'll act like an abundant person. And because you think, speak, and act like prosperity, you'll live in prosperity. Can you see that future? Can you imagine yourself a year from now, completely transformed? Take a moment right now and really visualize it. See yourself checking your bank account and smiling at the balance. See yourself paying bills without stress. See yourself blessing someone in need with generosity. See yourself celebrating financial victories. That future is real. It's not fantasy. It's your destiny if you'll walk this path. Comment, "I see my prosperous future," if you can visualize it. Now, I need to tell you something important about the sharing part of this instruction. Some of you might be thinking, "I don't want to bother people by sending them this video." But that's a lie from the enemy to prevent your breakthrough. Think about it. If someone had a message that could heal your wounded heart and bring financial transformation, wouldn't you want them to share it with you? Wouldn't you be grateful? Of course you would. So why would you withhold this blessing from others? That's not love. That's selfishness disguised as politeness. Real love shares what blesses. Real love passes on what helps. Real love multiplies by giving. So don't let false humility rob you of your breakthrough. Share boldly. Share confidently. Share immediately. And here's something else. The people you share this with are not random. I will lead you to the exact people who need this message right now. That person whose name just popped into your mind while you're watching this? That's me telling you they need this. That family member you're thinking about? Send it to them. That friend who keeps complaining about money? They need to see this. Trust the promptings. Act on the impressions. Their divine guidance. Who is coming to mind right now? Who do you know that needs this healing message? Comment their name right now, just first name for privacy, and commit to sending them this video. Make that declaration. Solidify your intention. Because intention without action is just a wish, but intention with action is manifestation. Let me talk to you now about something called prosperity consciousness. This is different from just positive thinking. Positive thinking says, I hope things get better. Prosperity consciousness says, things are getting better and I'm actively participating in making it happen. Positive thinking is passive. Prosperity consciousness is active. When you have prosperity consciousness, you don't just pray and wait. You pray and move. You don't just believe and hope. You believe and act. You don't just speak and wish. You speak and do. Because faith without works is dead. Your belief must be backed up by corresponding action. Are you with me? Do you understand that you have a part to play in this? Comment, I will take action if you're ready to move, not just believe. So what action should you take beyond the prayer and sharing? Let me give you some very practical steps. First, clean up your financial mess. Look at your bills. Organize your debt. Understand exactly where you are. You can't get to where you're going if you don't know where you are. This might be uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Face the truth of your situation so you can create a plan to change it. Second, create a budget. I know, budgets aren't fun, but they're powerful. A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. When you budget, you're taking control of your finances instead of being controlled by them. And control creates confidence, and confidence attracts abundance. Third, look for additional income sources. Maybe you can pick up a side job temporarily. Maybe you can sell things you don't need. Maybe you can offer a service or skill you have. Don't just sit around waiting for money to fall from the sky. Position yourself in the path of prosperity. Create multiple streams of income. Fourth, educate yourself about money. Read books about finance. Watch videos about wealth building. Learn about investing, budgeting, and money management. Knowledge is power. The more you know about money, the better you'll be at attracting and keeping it. Ignorance about finances keeps you poor. Education about finances makes you prosper. Fifth, surround yourself with prosperous people. Stop hanging around broke people who complain all the time. Find people who are doing well financially and learn from them. Join groups or communities focused on wealth building. Your circle determines your ceiling. If everyone around you is poor, you'll probably stay poor. But if you surround yourself with prosperity, you'll move toward prosperity. Are you writing all of this down? These aren't just suggestions. These are assignments. If you want the full manifestation of what I'm promising you, you need to do these things. Comment, I accept my assignments, if you're committing to these action steps. Now, let me address something that some of you might be experiencing right now. As you're watching this video, you might be feeling emotional. Maybe tears are forming. Maybe you're feeling a lump in your throat. Maybe your heart is beating faster. Maybe you feel warmth or energy in your body. Don't dismiss these feelings. Don't suppress these emotions. What you're feeling is healing. Your wounded heart is responding to truth. The pain you've carried for so long is being released. The hurt is being cleansed. The disappointment is being washed away. Let it happen. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to laugh, laugh. If you need to shout, shout. Don't hold it in. Release is part of the healing process. And if you're feeling these emotions right now, I want you to know that's a sign. It's a sign that this message is for you specifically. It's a sign that your breakthrough is imminent. It's a sign that transformation is happening at the deepest level. Don't ignore these signs. Embrace them. Comment, I feel the healing, if you're experiencing emotional responses right now. Let me tell you a secret about how abundance works. Money doesn't just come from one source. It doesn't just flow through one channel. When you open yourself up to prosperity, money comes from multiple directions. Expected and unexpected. Planned and unplanned. Through your job and through surprises. This is called multiple streams of income, and it's one of the keys to true wealth. So stop looking for your blessing to come from just one place. Stop thinking your breakthrough has to come from your job or your business or your spouse or your parents. I can bring abundance to you through any avenue. Stay open. Stay expectant. Stay alert. Your blessing might come from a direction you never even considered. Think about the story of the widow's oil. She thought she had nothing, but when she looked, she found a little oil. And that little bit of oil multiplied and multiplied until she had more than enough. Your breakthrough might start with something small you already have. A skill, a connection, an idea, an asset. Look at what you have instead of focusing on what you don't have. Comment, "I'm looking at what I have," if this insight is clicking for you. Now I want to talk about something called gratitude in advance. This is a powerful spiritual principle that accelerates manifestation. Instead of waiting until the money shows up to be grateful now. Thank me for the abundance that's coming before you see it. Celebrate the breakthrough before it manifests. Act as if it's already done. Why does this work? Because gratitude in advance is the highest form of faith. It says, "I believe it so strongly that I'm thanking you for it before I see it." And that level of faith moves mountains. That level of belief opens doors. That level of expectation releases miracles. So right now, I want you to thank me for your financial breakthrough. Out loud. Right where you are. Say, "Thank you, God, for my financial breakthrough. Thank you for healing my wounded heart. Thank you for prosperity. Thank you for abundance. Thank you that it's already done." Say it like you mean it. Say it with conviction. Say it with faith. And comment, "Thank you in advance," to declare your gratitude. Let me tell you what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. As you go about your day tomorrow, you're going to notice something different. The world will seem brighter. Opportunities will seem more visible. You'll have ideas you didn't have before. You'll have courage you didn't have before. You'll have faith you didn't have before. Why? Because a shift happened while you watched this video. Your consciousness changed. Your heart healed. Your frequency raised. And that internal change is about to become external reality. Pay attention tomorrow. Be alert. Be aware. Because I'm going to show you signs that this is real. Little confirmations. Small miracles. Unexpected blessings. And when you see them, don't brush them off. Acknowledge them. Celebrate them. Thank me for them. Because what you acknowledge multiplies. What you celebrate increases. What you're grateful for grows. Now, are you ready for your final instructions? Here's what you need to do as soon as this video ends. 1. Pray the 7-day prosperity prayer immediately. Don't wait. Don't delay. Strike while the iron is hot. Your faith is high right now. Your heart is open right now. Your expectation is activated right now. Pray now. 2. Share this video with at least 3 people within the next hour. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Within the next 60 minutes. Text it. Message it. Post it. The speed of your obedience affects the speed of your breakthrough. 3. Set a reminder on your phone to pray the prayer at the same time every day for the next 7 days. Consistency is key. Don't miss a day. Don't skip a day. All 7 days matter. 4. Start speaking abundance declarations throughout your day. When you wake up. When you're driving. When you're working. Constantly reprogram your mind with prosperity language. 5. Take at least one action step toward better finances within 24 hours. Clean up your bills. Create a budget. Look for extra income. Do something tangible that demonstrates you're serious. Can you commit to all 5 of these? Can you follow through completely? Comment, "I commit to all 5, if you're making this commitment right now. I need to see your dedication. I need to see your determination." Let me close this message with one final word of encouragement. You are not a failure. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. The fact that you've struggled financially doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean you've done something to deserve poverty. Sometimes wounds happen. Sometimes struggles come. But they don't define you. They don't determine your future. They don't dictate your destiny. What does determine your future is what you do from this moment forward. What does dictate your destiny is the decisions you make starting right now. What does define you is how you respond to this message. Will you receive it? Will you act on it? Will you follow through? Or will you let this moment pass like so many others before? I'm telling you with absolute certainty, if you do what I've instructed, if you pray the prayer faithfully, if you share this message generously, if you shift your mindset completely, if you take action consistently, Your life will change. Not might change. Not could change. Will change. I stake my reputation on it. I guarantee it. I promise it. But you have to do your part. I've done mine by sending you this message. I've opened the door. I've made the way. I've provided the path. Now you have to walk through it. You have to take the steps. You have to follow the instructions. Will you? Will you? Comment your commitment right now. Tell me, I will do my part. Make that declaration. Seal that commitment. Because your word has power. Your declaration creates reality. When you say it, you're setting it in motion. And to every single person who has watched this entire video, who has stayed with me to the very end, who has received this message with an open heart, who is ready to act on these instructions, I want to say this to you: I am so proud of you. You didn't give up halfway through. You didn't get distracted. You didn't let doubt stop you. You pressed through. You stayed focused. You received. And because of that commitment, because of that persistence, because of that faith, your breakthrough is guaranteed. I'm speaking this over you right now: financial breakthrough, healed heart, abundant life, prosperity consciousness, multiple income streams, debt canceled, savings multiplied, opportunities opened, connections made, resources released, doors unlocked, blessings poured out. It's done. It's finished. It's yours. Now go and walk in it. Go and live it. Go and demonstrate it. You are a child of the Most High God, and poverty is not your portion. Lack is not your inheritance. Struggle is not your destiny. Abundance is your birthright. Prosperity is your promise. Wealth is your inheritance. Receive it right now. Let it sink into your spirit. Let it transform your mind. Let it heal your heart. Let it change your life. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your breakthrough. And always remember, your wounded heart is healed. The scars remain as testimony to where you've been, but the wound is closed. The pain is gone. The healing is complete. And from this healed heart, abundance flows. Now go share this message. Go spread this blessing. Go multiply this miracle. And watch what happens. Watch how fast your breakthrough comes. Watch how dramatically your life changes. Watch how abundantly I provide. I love you. I believe in you. I'm with you. And your prosperity is guaranteed. Amen and amen. Now before you go, do these 3 things right now. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video to help more people find it. Share it with 3 people immediately. Your obedience activates your abundance. Do it now. And comment "IT is done" when you've completed all 3 actions. I want to celebrate with you. I want to acknowledge your faith. I want to witness your commitment. This is your moment. Don't let it pass. Act now. Your wounded heart is healed. Your prosperity is released. Your abundance is here. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.